So this is the Deuce. It's our latest problem child. As you can see, it's an oily mess and already partially taken apart. So before we prove this engine's bad, we're going to do a compression test on it. And because this is a 612 with an extremely invasive intake manifold, as I like to call it, we're not going to be pulling the glow plugs, and we're not going to be doing a DAS electronic compression test. We're going to be compression testing with a Miller special tool through the 5 injectors. So I've already got the engine cover bolts loose. We're going to pull the engine cover together and then proceed to pull all 5 injectors out. Okay, so I just went ahead and took the liberty of loosening these bolts up so you didn't have to watch me. Dun, dun, dun. See, it's a slightly different engine cover too. Just gonna pull this off and set it aside. Well, there's oil in the injector holes, but I don't see any signs of solidified Black Death. So we're gonna go ahead and pull one injector together. What you're going to need is, of course, a 14mm to pull the fuel line. You're gonna have to pull the injector plug, and then you're going to have to use a little tool to remove this metal clip here from the injector return line. I recommend using sharp needle nose pliers, but this works too. Just be sure not to lose this in the oily mess. And once you get the clip off, the top injector return line just pulls right off. Now do note that these injectors in the 612 are different from the ones in the 647. Even though they look the same, they're not an interchangeable part. So I've loosened the fuel lines to all of these, and I've also removed the return line from all 5 injectors. We're going to pull the first one together and then hope that the other 4 go just as smooth. So in order to do this, you're going to need a T40 bit, and we're going to remove this stretch bolt. You'll pull all the way out, and by removing the stretch bolt, you'll be able to remove the holding arm for the injector. Wow, oh my God, I've never pulled one this oily before. That is definitely a do not reuse. And does not seem like the holding arm wants to come out. Oh yeah, that's not even moving. Well, let's try turning the engine over a little bit. It won't start with injectors unplugged. Nope. That thing is like solid in. That's definite Black Death. Damn it, it died.
3 hours later.
Oh my God. Coming right out of cylinder 3.
Still a good bit of vapor of some kind coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that is,
That's horrible.
So this is the way it sets. Bolt holes, bolt holes, bolt holes. Oil and block pressure. Coolant. So if this is 8 up here, every time that piston comes up, it's pushing air down into the block. And at the same time, every time it comes down, it's sucking air from the block. Oily, nasty, vaporous air. And then when the piston comes back up, it's pushing some of that air back into the block, some of that air out the top that we're seeing. That's a theory.
It's a good theory. I like that theory.
I like that theory too.
So we're using Miller Special Tools 9543 as our compression gauge adapter. So we're going into the injector holes instead of the glow plug holes, because if we want to pull the glow plugs, we may have to take the intake manifold off. So Bill's going to turn the engine over for 10 seconds, and we should see this climb up. $200. Pretty dismal. I'm gonna call that a 185.
Ooh.
Pretty dismal. Ready? Stop, wait. Something's not right. It didn't fill at all.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okay, that's a total fail on cylinder 3 then.
I heard something gurgling just before I stopped it there. That's why I thought you yelled stop.
The
Did you see where it was?
smoke was puffing out of here, out of cylinder 2 instead.
Okay. No, I think I just saw something moving in the glasses. Cause it doesn't even jump.
Okay, so cylinder 3 is a fail. When we blow air into it, it all comes out the intake.
Oh. And there's a shitload of water in there now.
Oh God. Okay, so this is number 4. We'll hope 4 does better than 3, although that's a pretty low bar. Ready? I'd say 210.
Okay, so
Better than 3, but we had smoke coming out of 1 now. All right, this is cylinder 5. Let's see how she does. Battery's dying, but that's up about 210.
all right. So we're at 200, 180, 0, 210, 210.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that's not good.
Nope, that's pretty poor in fact. But
I've never done this before, but I'm gonna say that's probably not a good result.
nope, definitely not. To not get anything in one cylinder at all, and then yeah. It doesn't sound like there's anything lower end knocking, so it's probably worth taking the head off.
Good point. I hadn't really thought of that. Yeah, we're spinning it over and over and over here, and it doesn't really sound bad.
No, it doesn't sound at all like Stripe did last year.
Oh, fuck.
Smokestack mod?
That is massive block pressure. Something, one of the pistons probably burned through.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed our little video about compression testing the Deuce. In the next part, we'll be attempting to take the head off and checking everything out from inside.